Hello, are you looking to log into Lost Ark for the first time, or are you returning and you feel like you need a jump start into the first moments when you're logging in? I'm here to help you. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a server. If you're in North America, go NA East, as NAW will get merged into NA East in the near future, and it may be a pain for them when that occurs, so just go NA East. If you're EU base, choose that one. Then pick your server. You can check UWU for server populations if you want to base on that. I will link that site in the description. This site is one of 2 valuable sites to use as a resource. Now you'll get to the tough questions. Which class to pick? You have 6 free slots to pick. I only recommend as a new player to focus on one and use the passes to push others if you eventually want to do that in the future. Just one for now. Cauttys recently made a 2-hour video going over every single class from a macro look that you can use the chapters to locate what pops out to you. But use this main screen, find something that appeals to you, then look at Cauttys' video or my easy to play section on my recent DPS chart video, or even my video directly suggesting easy classes for new and returning players. Now listen up for the best tip. You can test out classes fully on other regions. Let's say you are NA East and say the Lutera server. If you change your region to NA West or EU, you can load in on a character and use a power pass, then test them out before fully locking in on your main server. Make sure if you do this, you change region and not just the server. Servers in the same region share power passes and events, while regions do not. This is a key step that you don't want to fumble. You can load up the power pass, as we'll get to. You can load into the server, go into the wild and test stuff out, or hop into Trixion by pressing F2, then tapping the Trixion song where it will teleport you. Then go to the combat test section and you can fully tweak a bunch of factors to see if you like it. Also check out the second very popular and necessary resource you should be utilizing, Lost Ark Nexus, as this will give you proper builds and rotations to make sure you like this class. You want to test out everything here because when you eventually fully log in on a class, you're locked in, so make sure you like it. An example of mine is I really like the aesthetic of Deathblade, but when I actually touched Deathblade and saw that it was primarily a back attack class, I did not enjoy it. So test out at least 2 of them, and if none of them jump out, just pick the third one. You need to pick something that you enjoy. Don't pick it because of the numbers. Pick something because you enjoy it. Note there is a DPS variant and there is sup variants. Sups are primarily supports. They basically are the life thread for every raid and anything you do as a group, because you are both providing heals and you are getting attack buffs and you're a necessity for the fight. But now supports can do DPS, but we won't really talk about that right now. Okay, you have picked a class and now we're going to go back to the main region and server you chose. Now customize the character as you see fit. Do note this game has gender locked classes. I found this very frustrating when I first started, but I got used to it after 3+ years. If you want, you can now use presets from the style book, which is a month old. So note there's a decent amount of skins, but this will grow even more in this period of new character creation. After locking in a skin, you have 24 hours since that moment to change for free. After that is a cost, or sometimes we get a free random one, but in my 3+ years, I think we've only got like 1 or 2, and they're from like Twitch drops, so don't count on it. That's rare. I assume most are watching this through to understand the next part fully. Now you have 2 main options. Do you power pass or do you manually run the story? This is a tough question. Most will want to power pass and skip manually leveling. I even would opt most to do this, but the story and early leveling give you a good baseline on the combat and the world that I think a lot of folks miss and feel like a fish out of water with the overwhelming place that the game leaves you at via the power pass. You can manually run one and power pass the other, but do note the story is like 20+ hours to run manually, but do note Shift G will help through most conversations. Most will opt for the power pass, so let me explain that depending on when you will see this. You will have 3 options to apply a power pass. Situation 1 is right when an event pass is currently active. When you go to create the class, this new power pass mode prompt will pop up. You can proceed with this power pass option, and when completing your character creation, you'll be automatically locked into this. A power pass will jump that character to that power pass's level, skipping story and leveling all the way up to that point. In this current event's case, the power pass will net you 1585 eye level. Let's say you chose that option. You will spawn in a town center, and until you equip that gear in your inventory, you won't be that eye level yet. The gear specifically in this game determines the eye level. Combat score is just the power determination based on everything equipped. Okay, let's rewind just a bit. That was option 1. which was utilizing a power pass that was currently active as soon as you started the process of making a new character. The next option is utilizing a power pass that you have on an existing character, whether that be via earned ones. There are small ones, I believe, that you are given when you level still, but I could be wrong, or utilizing the event one currently on an already pre-made character. Previously, the game would mail you power passes when you first logged into a region, but I believe they're all automatically in the system now. In the main menu, you will click the power pass node, then use the event power pass, and assuming the character is able to use it, you can put it on that character. Once again, note, a power pass is for skipping story and leveling on a character automatically. There's ways in-game to skip story via in-game currency, but Power Pass is the only way to skip story that you haven't done yet on this server. This leads to the last option. You can buy Power Passes. This is the pay to skip via real cash option if you really must have multiple alts at a certain level of progress, but I wouldn't recommend this to anyone new. Focus one character and learn the game slowly, as there's so much to learn and become accustomed to. One last thing before I end this video, a tip. Express passes can only be on one character, and for the most part cannot be changed. I love this game, but the support in this game is actual dog shit. They are actual robots who cannot help you with anything. In my almost 4 years with it, I have asked support for assistance that I've heard is possible for them to assist with 7 times, and all 7 times they have not been able to assist in any basic way. I say this because when you put the growth event on a character, make sure it's the one you want to level. This is why I highlighted testing characters on other regions. The growth events of this level come every 3 months, but the big ones, like the one we are currently getting, are usually every 6. So be sure as this boosts them to be playable, because reminder, the Power Pass just gives you the basic gear and skips the story. The Express or growth event pushes you up to the quote-unquote real endgame and gears you somewhat properly. So make sure again that you lock the right character in, because support will not be able to help you. Okay, I think I've covered all I need on this aspect. This channel is going to be spammed with these somewhat low quality, straight to the point tutorials, as we have an influx of new and returning players. If you have a question, post it below, as I will likely be trying to spam the most crucial pieces of info for new players to get into the game and understand the basics as fast as possible. Do check out the main channel, Crawl Space, for more put together guides already made in my Lost Ark playlist, and subscribe for more of these, as once again, this channel's purpose is to help, not so much about the viewership. So I'm just going to spam everything that I think will help a new player become accustomed, because when you first log into Lost Ark for the first time, or you haven't done it in a long time, there's so many menus, so many stuff to get overwhelmed with, and I just want to help assist that. So there's probably going to be new videos daily assisting with a new thing to help someone new. So check back, and hopefully I can help out. My name is Easy Brick. Toodaloo.